Japan's donation of AstraZeneca vaccines rolled out in Taiwan on Tuesday. In the first phase of the rollout, about half the donations will be offered to older adults and other priority groups. The first day went without incidents in Kaohsiung and Taichung, but in Taipei, there were complaints of long wait times and a lack of social distancing.
Walking into the auditorium, he listens to a briefing with a keen ear. Taipei Mayor Ko Wen-je visited Xinyi Junior High Tuesday morning to inspect its ad hoc vaccination clinic. Taipei City on Tuesday began offering COVID shots to indigenous people aged 65 and older and those in the general population aged 85 and older. One vaccine site was Xinyi Junior High, which was overseen by Taipei Medical University. Each recipient had a time slot that was booked on the city's own online platform, but many of them arrived early, generating long lines and angry complaints.
I feel that they don't have any empathy. They're asking these people who are 85 and older, these old people with canes and even wheelchairs, to line up on a hot day. I think that there are too many people and they're not social distanced. They're all crowded together. These appointments are booked in advance and the time slots are measured by the hour. So if you're given a 9 o'clock time slot, you don't need to come at 8. All that does is prolong the time you're standing in line. Whatever time you're scheduled for is the time you should arrive. If you do that, it saves you wait time, which is good because it's so hot today.
Elsewhere in the city, the same scenario unfolded. Xinyi Wuhosu Memorial Hospital hosted its vaccine clinic at a nearby science center. It was scheduled to start at 9 o'clock, but by the time the doors opened, 200+ people were waiting outside, some since 5 in the morning. The crowd caught hospital staff off guard.
It is true that we didn't have good plans in place for the wait outside. We did not think of the wheelchair users, and there were more wheelchair users than we expected. We did have response measures right away. We separated the people with wheelchairs from people who didn't need them and those who had someone with them.
To vaccinate 700 people on Tuesday, Xinyi Wuhosu Memorial Hospital sent 36 doctors and nurses, who were joined by more than 100 on-site staff. 7 lines were set up for Japan-style vaccination. Individuals were vaccinated by staff that went down each line quickly. Turning to Taichung, as numbers are called one after the next, people shuffle into lines that lead into the administration site.
Everyone is very orderly and the interest in getting vaccinated is strong. I'm happy and moved to see it. Today, it looks like the vaccination program is going well.
In contrast with Taipei, Kaohsiung and Taichung sent paper notices to those eligible for vaccines. The first day of their clinics was relatively smooth and without incident.